this video is sponsored by us. That's right, we all have various projects of our own and would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about them. Do you make games or animations in Unreal Engine? The Osro Suite is a set of Unreal Engine plugins designed to make developers' lives easier. It currently includes 3 tools, each sold separately: the Render Results screen, the Module Creator, and the Plugin Sync tool. Keep up to date with the latest K-pop news and enjoy the reviews and opinions regarding all things K-pop at K-Popinion, standing idols from a safe distance since 2020. Are you a big fan of horror? No matter what your preference, there's most likely something at Fearsome Fiction for you. Horror, not just a genre, but a way of life. Be a third wheel in a paranormal romance between Andy and Taryn, or explore the cursed world of Wonderland, ruled over by an evil queen who sentenced most of the inhabitants to death or a lifetime of slavery. Available on Kindle or paperback, these tales will keep you enthralled as you try, and fail, to guess what will happen next. G.K. Bird is an Australian author who hopes someone might read one of her stories one day and enjoy it. She's grateful that there are still words in the world that fit together in new and unique ways to make new and unique stories, and hopes that the words never run out. World traveller, martial artist, photographer, painter, writer, jack of all, master of none. Edward Ursa's Collywobble is an international bear of mystery with many fun adventures to share with you. Fashion, makeup and Christmas enthusiast. Join Holly in her journey through life as she explores her deep love of makeup, her obsession with Christmas and her passion for fashion. To support us in our various ventures, visit the link in the description below.
Incoming!
You're being hunted by a werewolf and have no silver bullets. Okay, Grey Day tries to, I can't even read all of it, run into a shaded area where there's no moonlight, and hence the werewolf turns back into a human. They wait until the day breaks. Grey Day successfully makes their way to the shaded area, and the first light of dawn creeps over the horizon. The werewolf's transformation reverses, revealing the human form of their pursuer. They take advantage of the distraction to slip away unnoticed, eventually finding safety in a nearby town. With the werewolf's human form unable to pursue them, Grey Day is able to escape the night's horrors and emerge unscathed.
You bitch.
Fuck yeah.
Also,
damn it, Harold.
Putting a female werewolf in between me and the male werewolf, causing it to get distracted by the female.
Didn't you use that last time?
I think I did, but I think I still died because I got caught up in the lovemaking. If I remember rightly.
Yeah.
The shock.
So I thought.
As Osro dashes away, the female
What's he
werewolf
gonna do?
instinctively steps in front of them, momentarily captivating the male werewolf's attention. I don't like
There's the word. Momentarily.
Nails picks on the female, allowing Osro to gain a small advantage.
However,
the distraction is short-lived and the male werewolf quickly recovers, pouncing on Osro with savage ferocity, ultimately ending their life.
Bye.
I guess it was
Wave goodbye.
Thirsty.
Tries to cover the windows so the woman can't be seen, so the werewolf turns back into a human.
You had the same idea as me.
Soft.
Bewildered frantically covers the windows, hoping to block the full moon's gaze.
However,
I'm waiting. However, the werewolf is too close, and as the moon rises higher, it lets out a blood-curdling howl. What, the moon?
Yep.
Yeah, I was done
bewildered
than me.
Desperate attempts to fend it off proved futile, ultimately leading to their demise.
You just took a weaker strategy than me.
Yeah.
Biggle tries to growl and frighten it, then throw it some meat. Yummy. Biggle bravely attempts to intimidate the werewolf by growling, and then cautiously approaches it, offering some meat in hopes of appeasing the beast.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the werewolf is not swayed by those attempts at pacification and swiftly pounces on Biggle, tearing them apart its sharp claws and fangs. And that's with those sharp claws and fangs, by the way.
That's funny. Yay!
Wow.
Grainy day. Grainy days and Mondays always get me down.
Yes, Grainy Day is very down.
Gordon Ramsay is trying to poison you with undercooked scallops.
Damn, Gordon.
Oh, yummy.
Why did you go there? Oh no, my shift, it's stuck on again.
I assume they're talking about the food, seafood
Oh,
scallops,
I'm first.
not
Gary Day
potatoes.
tries to point out the camera crew, threatening Gordon with a lawsuit, as I have the whole crime documented on film. And thinking that.
Oh, very good, very good. I like it.
Tell me.
That's good.
Gordon Ramsay, enraged by
What do you
Green
think of
Day's
that?
threat, quickly goes to nearby scallop and slips it into their mouth and takes them to silence them. The finger takes to the undercooked scallop and spins off the Grey Day to handle, and it collapses to the ground, their vision blurring. As the camera crew scrambles to intervene, Gordon Ramsay takes advantage of the distraction to deliver a fatal blow, ending Green Day's life.
Oh,
No.
Oh
I
no!
didn't get that. It
Oh
didn't.
my god, the fatal
I didn't get that bit.
He hit me with the scallops. You just been Ramsayed.
I didn't get the second part of that.
No, I don't think
Ram-raid
It didn't come through.
Osro tries to pretend to eat them, and when Gordon turns his back, Osro hides the scallops in a nearby pot plant, leading Gordon to think they are eaten.
Oh
Oh,
dear. You weren't going to threaten him?
oh, that's a bit like mine.
As Gordon Ramsay turned his back, Osro quickly hid the undercooked scallops in the nearby pot plant, hoping to deceive the chef. However, Gordon's keen senses detected something amiss, and he rushed back to the table.
Oh, I'm not
his
getting a
eyes
second
narrowing
bit.
Suspiciously at Osro.
Oh no, Abe.
What's wrong with my
Unbeknownst to Osro,
computer?
the scallops had been contaminated with a deadly bacteria, and after a few hours, Osro's stomach began to churn with excruciating pain, ultimately leading to a fatal poisoning.
Damn, Gordon's savage.
Damn, he's brutal.
Oh,
Bewildered, tries to throw the plate of food onto the floor and stomp the scallops into the ground. She walks out,
Gordon's-
vowing never to return to this restaurant.
Gordon's not going to be happy
No, he's not.
with your
gonna do that.
disrespect.
In a fit of rage and disgust, Bewildered hurls the plate of undercooked scallops onto the floor and crushes them under their foot.
Damn, I should have just told Gordon it was
Gordon
raw.
Ramsay watches in horror as they storm out of the restaurant, never to return. Fortunately, Bewildered
You got a heart.
saved them from ingesting the poisonous scallops.
Damn, Mum just had to pull a Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, Mum, you Gordon Ramsay.
Biggle tries to order something else, but Gordon forces him to eat. Biggle throws them under the table. Biggle's desperate attempt to throw the undercooked scallops under the table was too little, too late. As the poisonous bacteria spreads through their system, they began to feel a burning sensation in their stomach.
Damn, Gordon.
Oh, you
brutal.
mongrels. Eventually, their bodies succumbed to the toxins, and Biggle's attempt to escape Gordon Ramsay's wrath ended in a fatal outcome.
Damn, these are hard
The
to
end, and he gets a skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Very
giving all
dead to me.
skulls. Look at that.
You
You woke up after that? I don't think so.
Jugular vein.
I fucking hate when I wake up and find that my cat's ripped through my jugular.
Biggle tries to and succeeds to grab the cat to stop the bleeding.
You just pressed it against your neck.
I meant I was going to put it up my neck, but I didn't get to finish. Biggle's quick thinking and strong reflexes allowed them to grab the cat, momentarily stopping the bleeding. Only momentarily.
There's the
Oh,
problem.
it's going to kill me. However, the cat's claws dug deep into their hand as it struggled to free itself, causing further damage. Bloody Nora. Despite their efforts, the bleeding proved too severe and Biggle succumbed to their injuries. The end of Biggle.
Great day. Lucky my roommate is an emergency surgeon. They keep me stable while they operate right then and there, and the cat never hurts me again. Green Day's roommate, the emergency surgeon, quickly works to repair the damaged jugular vein. Despite the gravity of the situation, they're able to stabilize Grainy Day and prevent further bleeding. With the wound treated, Grainy Day is able to make a full recovery and is grateful to have their life saved by
missed
their
all that.
roommate.
God damn it.
My roommate has saved me every time.
Apparently so. Also tries to quickly feed the cat some sour
After that
and
doesn't
bandage
come
my
out.
neck, getting my housemate to perform first aid.
Yeah, but you don't have an emergency surgeon roommate,
No.
so...
No, just an ordinary housemate.
I just love roommate emergency
I
surgeon.
don't even have a house, mate.
Also, its quick thinking initially helps to slow the bleeding, but the cat's attack has caused significant damage to their jugular vein. Despite their housemate's best
You're gone.
efforts to apply pressure and provide first aid, Osro's injuries proved
Mine
too
stopped
severe,
again.
blood loss and shock.
Should have had an emergency surgeon roommate like me.
I know.
Bewildered tries to wrap a scarf around her neck and pull her
I missed that. I don't even know what.
bleeding stops and they go to hospital.
Oh, what?
Bewildered's quick thinking and the roommate's medical expertise proved to be the difference between life and death.
You're kidding.
Bleeding was stopped and they were rushed to the hospital where they received prompt treatment for their severe injury. Despite the odds, Bewildered's injuries were stabilised and they were able to make a full recovery.
I think you'll find it's Bewildered Red. You're Bewildered Red.
Oh, that's right.
Magpie pecked out your eye and flew away. Blind you screamed for help and some glass eyes with cameras. Greydos tries to... I had great aim with my gun and managed to hear the bird's wing pat, shooting it down and getting my eyes and sight back. I watched a movie like this one. Greydos' quick thinking and sharp shooting skills allowed them to take down the magpie, recovering their eyes and regaining their sight. With their newfound vision, they were able to navigate the surroundings and find shelter. As they caught their breath, they realised that the ordeal was finally over and they emerged victorious. I watched a movie about a guy who killed everyone in his house, so I know.
Tries to stop the bleeding with bandages and gauze, then befriended a nearby dog who helped them get to hospital.
What about your eyes?
Also, despite being blinded by the magpie, managed to stop the bleeding with bandages and gauze. They then befriended a nearby dog who guided them to the hospital in time to receive medical attention.
Oh, you got hard.
With the help of the dog and the doctors, Osoro survived the ordeal.
Nice.
Finally survived one.
Again, I didn't get it.
For help, the ambulance
on the
arrived
screen.
plenty of time to get her to the hospital for emergency surgery.
From my surgeon roommate.
Bewildered's quick thinking and the ambulance's timely arrival allowed them to receive emergency surgery at the hospital.
The
surgery was a success and Bewildered's vision was restored with new glass eyes.
Oh, she got the glass eyes.
They recovered. They were grateful for the second chance at life and vowed to never take their sight for granted again. Bewildered survived.
Okay.
Mum, you and I are tying.
Big Al tries to turn on the cameras. He gets help and can see. Big Al's quick thinking allowed them to successfully turn on the cameras and they were able to see the world around them once more.
I did my own surgery on my face.
With the newfound sight, they were able to, just give me a heart, navigate their way back to where they received medical attention and began the long process of recovery. Despite the traumatic experience, Big Al was grateful to have survived the ordeal. Oh, I got a heart.
I love the fact that I'm the only one that, I survived, but I didn't get medical attention. I just found shelter. The magician peeks with his assistant.
You won't give me the second paragraph.
Magician and has a bad track record of sawing people in half. This is his next trick.
Osoro tries to use his rapier wits to convince the magician to let Osoro have the saw instead. Osoro performs a magic trick and all as well. Osoro cleverly convinces the rookie magician to let them have the saw instead with their quick thinking and charm.
Ooh, charm.
As Osoro performs a magic trick flawlessly, they're able to showcase their skills and save themselves from harm. Nailed it!
Oh god, I'm so gonna die. I tried to become the magician too. Grady Day tries to use their own magic trick, which happens to be a disappearing act. The rookie is shocked, the crowd applauds and Grady Day gets paid. The crowd cheers. Grady Day thinks they pulled off the perfect disappearing act, but the rookie magician's saw is already being ripped off. In a split second, they realise their mistake and try to reappear, but it's too late. Grady Day screams and drowned out by the applause as their body is slowly sawed in half. I didn't have enough characters to say that I become the magician. Damn. Mum might win this. If she survives, she wins.
To pretend to faint before getting into the box. The magician selects an audience member to take her place and she just watches.
You just keep sacrificing everyone every week.
Bewildered's attempt to pretend to faint fails to fool the magician and they quickly realise their plan has backfired. The magician, convinced that Bewildered is just playing along, proceeds with the trick, sawing her in half with a rusty old blade. This blade cuts through. Bewildered's screams are drowned out by the gasps of the audience and she lies there, her lifeless body on display.
My audience just clapped as I died. He was at least gasped.
Big Al tries to replace them with a dummy. The dummy refused. So, Big Al's attempt to replace themselves with a dummy was met with resistance from the dummy, who refused to be substituted. Should be the dummy. Should refuse to be the dummy. As the magician's saw began to whir to life, Big Al panicked and tried to make a break for it, but it was too late. In a flash of steel and a sickening crunch, Big Al's screams were drowned out by the roar of the audience as they were sawed in half their life away with each passing moment. Was that the audience that got sawed in half?
No. Yeah.
Got one heart out of that? Yeah, one.
Look at that little human meat sack.